on, of course. Let's bring in Texas Congressman and ranking member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Michael McCaul, with more on this. So let's just run over the numbers. You heard Bill talk about them. Let's put them up on the screen, Congressman, so the people at home can see. 1,401 of the Haitian migrants have been returned to Haiti. 3,206 turned over to CBP custody for either Title 42 expulsion or removal proceedings. 3,881 remain at the Del Rio Bridge. There's been a total of about 15,000 who've been at that bridge. So clearly we don't know how many have been released into the country with notices to appear. Congressman, what are you hearing on that front?
Well, we asked the Secretary that question yesterday. He couldn't answer it. He doesn't know the answers, the numbers himself. And if they have a claim for political asylum under our laws, they can go through that process. But we were told they were all going to be deported, that they had 6 planes leaving per day. And remember, most of these Haitians are from Brazil. Yeah. They got word of the fact that, with the Biden administration, we have an open border policy. Come on in. This is symptomatic of a bigger problem. And it's the fact that President Biden rescinded the migrant protection protocols that President Trump put into place, and the asylum cooperation agreements remain in Mexico, policies that were working. I asked the Secretary yesterday, now that the Supreme Court of the United States has ruled that you have to reinstate those policies, will you follow those orders of the highest court of the land? And he told me yes, but we'll see.
Yeah. There doesn't seem to be any plan immediately, at least, to re-implement Remain in Mexico. So We'll see what happens on that front. Meantime, Democrats are focused on some of the images that we saw from earlier this week of mounted Border Patrol agents and how they were dealing with the migrants coming across the border. Ayanna Presley of the Squad and Maxine Waters weighing in. Listen here.
Haitian lives are Black lives. And if we truly believe that Black lives matter, the Biden administration must immediately halt all deportations of Haitian migrants.
I'm not just unhappy with the cowboys using their reins to whip them. I'm happy with the administration.
So the Democrats are pushing this idea that Border Patrol agents were using split reins to whip migrants who are coming across the border. And as a result of that, the mounted units have been pulled back to the desk. What's your position on that?
Look, I've been down the border so many times when I chaired Homeland Security as a federal prosecutor. The idea that Border Patrol is mounted on horses, it's very common. I don't understand what the protest is all about. And they do have reins on the horses. They are so overwhelmed, John, and so under-resourced right now. And now with 14,000 Haitians coming at the border, which, by the way, the Secretary had been warned as early as June that this was going to happen, and they did nothing to respond to it. I defend our Border Patrol agents, and they're so demoralized right now. And this latest accusation, the idea that they can't be on horseback to get control of our border, is really insanity.
Your colleague from Texas, Henry Cuellar, a Democrat, is at least giving a measure of support to the Border Patrol mounted unit, saying, my only question is, what are Border Patrol agents supposed to do? Just stand by and let people go by? If there was any conduct that was done that's not according to standards, of course, that's going to be looked at. We have to be careful that we don't just automatically blame the Border Patrol. They're trying to do their job as best they can, and if there's an issue, we'll investigate. You and Congressman Cuellar agree on one point, and that is that this White House needs to put in place some sort of deterrence to migration in order to control this problem.
100%. There has been no deterrence. I think you started to see the migration occur really pretty much after the last election, when Biden got elected, and then when he rescinded on day one, when he got inaugurated, the Remain in Mexico policy. When you talk to Border Patrol, and I've talked to them many times down there, they say a direct cause and effect between the rescission of that policy and this migrant surge that we're seeing today that's getting worse and worse, not to mention all the fentanyls coming into the country. Right. And again, now that the Supreme Court of the United States has mandated that this administration put that policy back into place, we're going to see a real battle here between the Supreme Court and this administration and Congress.
Yeah, and it's likely we'll see a lot more migrants as well, because a lot of people have got their eye on what's going on the border right now and thinking about making a decision to come here. Texas Congressman Michael
100%.
McCaul, good to talk to you. Thank you.
Thanks, John.